Hi guys, today we're going to make a flying saucer. It doesn't fly, it's only for visual effect and playing with, but don't expect it to go flying. I'm going to make it out of a couple of pizza trays. These come from my local supermarket, a yoghurt pot, a couple of batteries. These I got from my local pound shop. They're actually called parasol lights. They're not actually LEDs, but LEDs would work fine. But they run off these two AA batteries. My usual hot glue gun. A very sharp knife. You need a very sharp knife to be able to cut the polystyrene tray. A few spare glue sticks just in case, and a pen. And that should be it. So first thing we do is clear a space. While I'm at it, I'll turn my hot glue gun on to start getting warm. Okay, so he's on, warming up. He's virtually empty. So I'll need to remember to stick a new stick in there. Right, first thing, that's going to be the where the aliens sit, cockpit, whatever. So more or less in the middle. My pen. Don't actually want the hole to be quite that big, because this is going to poke up from underneath. It's going to poke through, so I actually want it to be a bit smaller. So with free hand, I'm just going to draw another circle inside. And then cut it out. Right, don't throw that away, we might use it later. But the idea is that sits in there, and when we glue that one the other way up on the bottom, it actually gives us a shape. I think I may have made that hole just a bit small, so I might open it just a bit more. And the sharper your knife is, the easier this is. That's a bit better, got a bit more sticking through. Okay, next we want to hot glue that from the inside. And we're doing it from the inside because the pressure when you hold the two together is going to be on the inside pushing out. I'm not talking a lot of pressure, but hold that in place for a few seconds while it cools down. Next thing we want to do, just decide where that's going to be. Just give it a bit of a push, hopefully to put a bit of a mark on the, yeah, there we are. Just made a bit of a mark there. Need that so I can line up some of the lights. In this particular set I think there's 20 lights. And all I want is I want to put a couple on the inside so they shine through. Say a couple, I think I might make it 4 actually. If you do have a favourite little alien or something you want to put inside the cockpit, you need to put him in there now. Right. And these I'm going to arrange all the way around the outside. Helps if you don't glue your fingers together. Cut a slot in there that's the same width as the battery box there. Well, I say same width, it's actually a tight fit. I've pushed the battery box through from the bottom. So now I'm going to glue that down on top of there and we're nearly finished. I have also just found a little alien. So I'm going to stick him in the middle before I go any further. Got to have a alien in a spaceship, haven't you? Well, that was well worked out. He's a bit big. Never mind. I'm going to go for it like it is. Right, now what we've got to do is glue the top to the bottom, and it's best to do it just a little bit at a time. So if I put a good dot of glue there, just hold it tight while it cools down a bit. Stick a bit at the front at the same time. And I'll go around the edges and fill in the gaps. Another glue stick. You definitely don't want to try and do this all in one go. Okay, you've got the general idea. Poke the excess wire out the way. some batteries in. Right, I think we actually need to be in the dark to get the effect. Okay, got the lights out now. There we go. One flying saucer, complete with alien and pretty lights. My grandson, I made one of these for him yesterday, and he's decided he's going to use it as a night light. I don't think the batteries will last very long in it, but that was his idea. He could use it as a night light. And there you go. I'll just put the lights back on. Whoa, that's a bit bright. There we go. So battery box just fits in that slot. And that was it. 2 pizza trays, yogurt pot, alien, and some cheap lights from my local pound shop. That was fun. Just for comparison, this is another one I made for my grandson without lights and out of a different type of pizza tray and the bottom off of a pop bottle. And this one we actually play with in the garden like a frisbee. But obviously, because this one's got the lights in it and the battery pack, we can't really throw at each other. It's quite a bit heavier. This one's nice and light. That one's a bit heavier, so we don't want to throw that one around.